Once upon a time, in the world of electricity, there lived three special friends, known as resistors. Their names were R1, R2, and R3. They were always together, standing in a line, helping electricity on its journey through circuits. One bright morning, a curious scientist decided to connect R1, R2, and R3 end to end with a magical power source called battery. This arrangement is well known as a series combination. The scientist wanted to understand how these three friends work together. As the battery started buzzing with energy, the electric current began its adventure. It first met R1, then traveled to R2, and finally reached R3 before returning to the battery to start over. It was a never-ending cycle, going round and round. "Hello, R1," the current would say. "Nice to see you again, R2," it would chirp, and "Good to see you, R3." In this orderly arrangement, the current stayed the same for each resistor. However, the voltage drop was a different story. Once Ohm's law, a wise old magician's principle stating voltage equals current multiplied by resistance, was applied, the voltage across each resistor was calculated as follows: V1 equals Ix R1, V2 equals Ix R2, and V3 equals Ix R3. The total adventure, or voltage from the battery, felt the sum of all these little trips. V equals V1 plus V2 plus V3. The scientist, full of curiosity, substituted Ohm's magical words back from the voltage expressions. By using I, R1 plus, R2 plus, R3, instead of simple additions, they found that the total voltage could be written as V equals I, R1 plus, R2 plus, R3. This is where the equivalent resistor, R made its grand entrance. If R1, R2, and R3 were to become one grand resistor, known as R, the scientist mused, what would its value be? Comparing the two mystical spells, Ix RQ equals I, R1 plus, R2 plus, R3, the conclusion shimmered in lights. RQ equals R1 plus, R2 plus, R3. The friends R1, R2, and R3 at last realized their value in unity. They proved that in series we're stronger together, just like adding our resistances. And so, in the world of electricity and their shimmering circuit, the lesson was learned. The total resistance in a series of friends is always the sum of their individual resistances.